this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got his man to the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well stick with him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That's reeled in. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Wildcats have it back to the Northwestern offense headed out. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. The Wildcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Power football with the run. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We move into the 2nd. Let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Oakland. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This is why you consistently run the football in a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Try to get it to the edge. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Harrell. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And as he throws, makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, rolling up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Trying play action. Extending the play. Rolling right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Oakland. And he gets it to the 44-yard line, it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Bullock. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. Breaks into the open. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Leaves it with the running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Farrell. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not...
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. What a cut, now he's loose. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the board.
And they swarm him under.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They boot it away. Playing a field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fighting off the defender. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the beatdown has ensued. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Back to pass, it's Harrell. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Yeah, I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. And they were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel could go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Davis. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. To the air, it's Bullock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a seam walk. Touchdown, Wildcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try the run. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Fights off the defender. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Slithers into space. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farrell. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a 1st down for Northwestern.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. To the air, it's Harrell. Got it in the middle, it's Reeder. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Kennedy. That's caught. It's Boston. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Give to the running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? 3rd down, kind of manageable situation. Not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw, and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that. Stuffs them on the 3rd down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Zings it complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. The 30. He's at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, here we go.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Reeder. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Farrell. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He wants to change this route. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't